Greetings, Fright fans, and welcome to day 15 of our Halloween countdown, our Wheels of Death countdown, counting down killer vehicle movies. That's right, yesterday we looked at the movie Rubber, which is not a vehicle but a tire that comes to life and starts killing people. Not just by running over them, he has psychic powers to make people's heads explode. That's right, killer tire movie. All right, so tonight's movie. What's tonight's movie going to be? Tonight, we're going to look at, this is another film that I have covered once before, but another one that's worth a second mention. This is an anthology film from the 1980s. This is Nightmares. This is a horror anthology film made in 1983. I've talked about this one a couple of times here on YouTube in both my anthology and rat movie countdowns. The third story in this film is the one that fits this year's Killer Cars theme. It's called Benediction. It stars Lance Henriksen as a Catholic priest named Frank McLeod, who has a crisis of faith after being unable to save a boy in a small parish where he serves. He feels he can no longer work there, that he's lost his faith because if there was a God, how could he allow such a thing to happen? He leaves to start a new life, taking a jug of holy water from a fellow priest. The priest questions him about it, and he says,
"It's tap water, and I need it. I got a long drive across the desert in a car with no air conditioning."
Along the way, he is menaced by a large black truck that chases, harasses him, and runs him off the road. The truck is a symbol, a personification of evil, and Frank must do battle with his faith and ultimately overcome evil. There's a great scene where the truck roars up out of the ground like a metallic demon launching from hell. This is my favorite segment of this film, which features 4 stories. It was directed by Joseph Sargent, probably best remembered as the director of the original Taking a Pelham 1-2-3 film. All right, Nightmares with Lance Henriksen battling a killer car from hell. That's right, truly getting his faith tested in this one. Perfect killer car movie. Benediction is the name of the, The Benediction is the name of the segment with Lance Henriksen, and it's probably the best segment in the anthology as far as I'm concerned. Nightmares is one of the better horror anthology films of the newer horror anthology. I kind of break anthology films down when I think about them into older. I make my cutoff 1980, so pre-1980 and post-1980. That's in my mind where the cutoff for modern and classic kind of cuts off right there around 1980, and that would put this one firmly in the newer countdown segments, newer category, and of those I would put this in the top 20 or 25 or so of them, I think, of anthology films post 1980 for sure, and a lot of it has to do with that segment. So I'm going to give it, we'll give it 3 skulls for Nightmares. I think that it's overall, maybe 4 for this particular segment, but 3 overall. Nightmares is a good one. It's worth checking out. Have you guys seen Nightmares? That's one that you don't hear people talk about very often. And yeah, it's a good one. It's a good killer car segment, I think. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Nightmare and the Benediction. All right, Fright fans, we're keeping this thing rolling tomorrow night. Be sure and join me back here, and then we'll keep this thing going. Until then, this is Dr. Gangrene from the lab saying, stay mad.